Hello guys, something that many people might be wondering out there on YouTube is what does it look like to fully disassemble the RS3M V2 UV Ballcore? And in this video I'm going to show you. I'm going to be disassembling every single part of it except for taking out the screws of the core because I'm not risking that. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so first I started by disassembling how you would regularly take it apart, so you can see the ball core and then all of the pieces are just normal, still together. Okay, so the thing about the RS3M is that whenever you get these caps off, which we'll just do with that piece, you see these are actually kind of wedged together, so every time you have to bend it in a certain way, and that can get pretty hard, especially when going to corners. So that is something to know when taking it apart like this. Okay, so we're on the last one here. And one thing to note when buying it, the RS3M, is that it can actually do stuff like this, where not all of the pieces come out at once. That would be ridiculous. But something like, let's say you have something together like this. It's possible that when it's in its place, it just kind of... Okay, so as I'm doing this, this is not intended to be part of the video, but I'm finding that while I'm doing this, that this center cap is slowly getting a lot weirder, and I just happen to not be able to put any of the pieces in. I'm pretty sure it's actually sticking out farther than a center cap should be, so I'll try and fix that, and I think I just did. Yet still, it's kind of hopping out, so I'll try and figure that out. Okay, this is the final product. This looks and feels so satisfying. It's basically, just turning it and nothing changing, just so satisfying. But what's not satisfying is that we have to put every single one of these back on, but I also need to clean them because when I was at school today, they actually got scratched. You can see those little black marks right on there. So I'm only gonna have to clean the white pieces specifically, but yeah, look at this. Yeah, so I'm gonna clean off all of the white ones, put it back together, and then yeah, that'll be it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go get a cloth so that I can clean off all of these whites. Change of plans, we're not going to do it with a cloth, we're just going to do it here in my sink. Okay, so we got all of them done with. Not all of them are perfect because I'm pretty sure some of them are true scratches, but I think almost everyone is perfectly clean. Now the last thing we're going to do is we're going to reassemble it, and we're going to wash off the sides so it turns better, and then we're going to be done for today. By the way, I'm fully aware I could put it together with a completely wrong color scheme, but I'm not that kind of guy because I don't have much time. Okay, the final step that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and just wash through. I'm gonna put it in, stick it in while it's wet, and then just turn all the faces so that it rubs them clean, and then I'm gonna show you how much dirt is gonna come out of this thing. And then, yeah, we'll do a before and after. So this is the before. And actually, how I'm gonna do this is I am going to time a T-perm. I get 3 attempts and then I track the best. 0.97 is my first. 0.97 is my second. 0.98. So my best before washing it out was a 0.970. So let's see if we can beat that after cleaning it. Okay, so after washing it out, it honestly just feels a lot better. And I didn't even really have to do the edges because they aren't actually that dirty. I checked before washing them out. And yeah, let's check our T-perm. Okay, let's see. 102 is our first. Okay. 128 is our second. Is this video for nothing? No, scratch this, scratch this.